And here we go. Fnatic on the attack first off. And Hafakul right now hovering over that Hanzo. You can take it out on this map. Let's watch that final fight here. Of course, Rascal managing to get that crucial kill onto Buds. Once the soldier's out of the way, there is nobody stopping this Pharah.
Yeah, super easy peasy there.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, I know.
He's like, I'm a Rascal.
It's like, you guys are talking about Hafakul's Pharah, but I'm playing Pharah again.
We're talking about Hafakul's Hanzo right now. I do like the Hanzo on attack on Eichenwald.
Well, he may just toss out a vision arrow and then switch it. We'll see what he decides to do. I mean, we have seen it a lot in Apex specifically, especially at the beginning of the season.
Oh, all over the place. It's yeah, it's been a pretty common pick.
Dints, especially one Korean player comes to mind is Hanzo. You know, especially on this map.
Yeah, and Vanithil on the Zenyatta. I think a map you see him a little bit more on.
Looks like they very well may commit to it, and
we might have Rascal with the defensive Pharah, which is kind of interesting.
And not really common. The Mei here from Bling fight a lot more common. It's very Nanohana, well, we should call him Flower now, thing to do on this map.
Well, I think Rascal may be in a little bit of trouble because, oh no, never mind. They did switch off of that Zenyatta. I was going to say if Discord Orb was in play, they could handle it a bit easier, but looks like they will not do that. And Hafakul trying to shoot the Pharah with Hanzo. So
if anyone's ever played Hanzo, you could tell, you know this is not going to end well for the Hanzo player.
Not too easy, yeah. I think we're going to see him swap off that. We'll see. Might stick on a little bit longer. No, yeah, I think it's time to swap. Going to go on to the Soldier 76 this time around. Waka Waka already with a kill on the Stoop, and without that Reinhardt, Fnatic going to have to back off a bit. Rascal once again free firing until that Soldier shows up. It's going to be the Pharah show.
Using a lot of rocket jumps to maintain his distance here, then going, of course, into his own boost. And he's just getting so much free damage. Hafakul needs to get out there and start poking at him and dealing with him.
Well, with the changes Pharah had in a patch a little while ago, you can stay in the air indefinitely now. And so that means on maps like this, you can get that really, really high up vantage point and be a problem for the enemy team. Hafakul already very low, and there's a kill. Hook. Oh, and he gets away, actually.
Oh, so sick. Rascal's Pharah.
He got a little bit lucky there that he didn't end up dying, but in the end, Kongdoo Panthera holding strong so far on Eichenwald. Yet another kill for Rascal.
This reminds me of Claris, another Pharah player we've seen in Korea, just on this map. Killing it! Look at this, he's going to try to find Hafakul again. It's supposed to be the other way around, generally speaking, but Hafakul with no support here was going to have to back off for the time being, and already great hold from Kongdoo. They've got 2 ults here as well, and including the, well, soon to be including the ult from Reinhardt. Earth Shatter, it suddenly is out of my brain. Anyways, we're going to have that in a second too, though.
This is a very difficult defensive comp to break, and he's going to go ahead and use that nano-boosted barrage. Fnatic rushing towards the point, and so they don't end up taking a ton of damage from the ultimate at least, but still no way to handle that fire.
Oh,
the sleep dart!
Sick aim there!
No kidding. Doesn't really help the rest of his team, though.
He still gets the kill on the Custer right afterwards. Yeah. Going to be a wipe here.
Man. Fnatic really struggling early on. I mean, Eichenwald. This was their map choice too, but you just don't see the defensive Pharah very often.
Yeah, and you know, it's in this case it's working quite well for them. I mean, I can't even be critical. All right, Evermore is going to have this Graviton Surge step here as well. And this could be another great opportunity for Pharah, even without the Rocket Barrage, to do some serious damage.
Evermore actually just saved Luffy with the shield there from getting hooked. Going in now with the Graviton Surge, already picking up some kills. And that's a bigger bang. Waka Waka manages to find the big self-destruct. And Fnatic, once again, put back to square one, and they're down to just over a minute remaining.
This could be a full hold if things continue like this.
Certainly could be, but Fnatic.
They have the nanovisor. They have the nanovisor here. That's something that they can absolutely try to use. It's going to maybe pick off the Pharah and allow them a push.
They've been saving for a while. They're about to have all 6 ultimates ready. Time to go right now. I think Bud's about to have that little hog, but he gets cut off. Luffy does go down, though. This is a moment. Fnatic needs to make it work right here, and that Earth Shatter certainly going to help him do that. Barrage comes in, and this time Hafakul winning the duel. Going to drop that biotic field, and Fnatic finally going to take point A here.
Eichenwald point A, revenge of Hafakul.
5 ults did it. Cool Matt managed to save his, but they used the rest.
You know, this is not a great time pool, but they prevented the full hold.
They get a little bit more time anyway. Yeah. And the fight comes back in. Kongdoo Panthera, you know, Wow, going for a real desperation defense here. They wanted a full hold, but unfortunately, because they defended so far up, now they're actually going to give up a lot of distance here on point B already.
Definitely true. And with the kills there, they actually can approach this high ground very early.
Yeah,
that's the most important thing.
The dramatic music's still playing.
Yeah, I know. I was like, did I miss something here?
Nope, just excitement, man.
Okay,
just
there
drama.
we go. Everybody chill out. It's not that dramatic anymore. They got it.
All right, well, Fnatic did end up having time to set up defensively here on top of the castle. Or Kongdoo, rather. Let's
see what Fnatic decides to do to break this high ground, because we've seen almost every Korean team, switch to dive here to deal with the soldier on the high ground. As Evermore is actually just going to drop down. I don't know about this move.
Ooh.
Definitely did not work out for him. At the end of the day.
That was bold. Half a cool, a little bit low, forced out here, but he's not really being targeted right now. So all he has to do is hide behind the Reinhardt shield, and that self-destruct is not going to be a problem.
The key here with this section, of course, is to deal with the soldier on the high ground and just push past him. Optical going to go ahead and pop this visor. Fisher, though, with a good shield. Oh, almost getting the kill onto Rascal there on the high ground. Does get slept here. Falls down. Well, he's going to wake up with a headache.
He's an old guy. He needs a snap. Oh, there's a grab. Rascal, though, manages to get out. Evermore not able to, or rather Bud's not able to deliver the finishing blow there.
Very, very rarely do you have an ID in Korea where you feel like, wow, that's a perfect ID for this player, but Rascal, man. He always seems to get out of these. It's just a little Rascal.
It's Rascal, I can see that. There's a charge stoop, not going to last too much longer. Kongdoo Panthera maybe finally finding a bit of stability here as Fnatic not able to push the payload right now.
Oh, Costa.
No!
No! Six still no! How far down does it go, Dylan?
It's not that far. It doesn't look that far. Just laying down there at the bottom of the moat going, oh!
How tall is this castle?
It's very high.
Well, Rascal still maintains control of this high ground, which is super important. It's going to really put a dent into the hopes here of Fnatic advancing past this. We're going to see the
Nano Boost
used
on Evermore here.
Yeah.
There's a hook. Oh, take a nap.
Okay, well, this is a bit of a rollback we're seeing here, and with 30 seconds left to go, the chances of Fnatic getting that second point look grimmer and grimmer. They do have a lot of ults, though.
I was going to say, the funny thing is it's kind of a similar situation to point A. They're coming in onto this with 4 ults. That's a lot to work with. Kongdoo Panthera, though, surrounding them. This is a bit risky. Rascal could come in from behind. He's going to try to take down the back line here. And yeah, somebody's got to deal with this soldier. Looks like they do manage to force him back into the castle. That sound barrier helping up Fnatic quite a bit. And now Stoop coming in. He's got the nano boost. I think he did pop Diva out of the mech there. Fissure getting a little bit lower on the Reinhardt, but Fnatic down to overtime, and that payload has not really moved. Coolman69 needs to get a lot done with this Graviton Surge, but that's it. The fight seems to be more or less won by Kongdoo Panthera.
Fisher still alive and nano boosted here. He's going to push them off the point, and that should be all she wrote here for this attack for Fnatic.
Yeah, Fnatic going to try to stream in as fast as they can, but the respawn's not going to be fast enough, and they will get held at just 1 point offensively on Eichenwald. Wow.
Well, Rascal is the key, okay? He's the answer. Everything he is doing in this defense is, he carried that game so hard with the Pharahs to start things off, and switching over the soldier up on that high ground. Always everyone to deal with him. Now, they had all those ults set up, but there was a desync because Rascal came to the back line, forced all their weak targets away from the Reinhardt. They had to use sound barrier early. It just caused this crazy chaos of desyncing, and then they had the ability to nano boost Fisher and finish everything off. Even though Rascal didn't get a single kill with that tac visor, that was all they needed to disrupt the push.
Yeah.
And this is a good chance for Panthera to, I mean, this is not an easy push, but, it's very common to make that second point.
Well, Kongdoo Panthera, not a whole lot of distance to go, and you are right. You don't really see a lot of teams get held during the second point of Eichenwald. So Kongdoo in a fantastic position here to go up 2-0 in the series.
I think the key here to me is just simply we never saw. We're going to see a real Torbjorn?
Yeah, sure, why not, man?
All right.
You do see, I mean, this is the classic Korea defense, right? Torbjorn, Symmetra, Bastion.
Yeah.
This is the Korea World Cup defense.
The World Championship defense. Only at the highest level.
Cup. It's not really the World Championship.
Or World Cup. The
World
highest,
Cup
but
defense.
hey, biggest Overwatch tournament at the end of the year. All the regions were there.
I suppose.
But The whole key is they never got the Rascal off the high ground. Korean teams will dive that soldier, but in this case they just tried to brute force. It didn't work. He's going to commit to it, and I mean this is not standard, but this is not wrong either. You know, it is quite a strong thing. It's definitely going to throw Panthera off, I'd say. They're going to be pretty surprised by this. Might actually give them some surprise kills here at the start.
Yeah.
As it's going to be a dive comp, more like you would expect to see from Korean teams on this map.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how that works out.
Okay, here comes
Panthera on the
Waka.
offense now, yeah.
Okay, they know about it now.
Certainly do. So Waka got to be a little bit careful. Yeah, they got to deal with the Torbjorn turret. Moving forward now, Fnatic push back already. Super aggressive move from Kongdoo Panthera.
Okay, the turret's down here. This is a good opportunity for Panthera. Waka Waka lived so long, did so much damage.